Good morning, guys. Dakota back with another live stream, and today is April 12th, 2021. And if this is your first time hopping on this live stream, what I usually do on here right now through the month of April, every weekday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be hopping on YouTube to do a live stream, go through the charts I'm paying attention to for the week, give my outlook on them, and if you guys have any pairs that you guys want me to review before the call-ins, go ahead, type in the live chat. If you want to talk about anything as well, type in the live chat as well. We can talk about it before the call finishes. Go ahead, let me know if the music's too loud at any point too, because I turn it up a little bit because it's just low volume. I don't like the low volume when I go back and look at the calls. But just let me know if you guys think it's too loud, too low, or anything like that. I just messed it all the way up. Alright, it'll be fine. Okay, also, if you want to keep up with all the charts, I do post them in the Discord server, and to join that, the link is in the description. All you have to do is go down there, click it, and you're in the group chat. It's that simple. Also, if you like the live stream, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I post new videos and new live streams. Let's get into it. Alright, so I was just going through my daily plan, mapping out what I was looking to do for the day, and was about to log this in, or it looks like I did log that in. I was about to go on the second phase. No, I still had to write out exactly what I was looking for in EJ, so I want to finish that, and then I'll jump into the position I'm holding, which the position that we're focused on right now, or that I'm holding right now, is in GN. And it's actually another really good opportunity that I see happening, or potentially setting up. Maybe not today, probably Wednesday. I worded that weird. Alright, so that's done. Okay, so now let's go to the position. And let me bring up the chat just so I can see it. There you go. Okay, so on GN, reviewing last week, I took a position on GN on Thursday, maybe Friday. It was Thursday night and held it throughout Friday. Now, I did have criteria saying if certain things, if price was in drawdown basically 20% by 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just an hour before close. For those don't. Yeah, so just an hour before close, I would close the position because I didn't want to open myself to the possibility of being stopped out due to a large spread or a gap on Sunday. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Price was in drawdown about 5 pips on close. And today, price is in profit right now. At least for the moment. Still got to pay attention to this. I wouldn't say definitely not safe until that not safe until we're out of the market actually, but it would be more confidence to hold this if this high gets broken. It's not too significant of a high, but I just like that to be broken and price to break out of this pattern and revisit this high up here. That's ultimately the target. Now the setup that I saw, and you guys already have that, the setup that I saw here is a 1 hour setup. And what I'm waiting for price to do, since price has broken this trend line here, I'm looking for price to form a correction and then give me another opportunity off the 50 Fibonacci level to buy for an 8-to-1 opportunity and add to this position. I think this would be a really nice setup, and definitely have to pay attention here because on the lower time frames there are a larger potential for wicks on GN, particularly. Yeah, let me not dig too much into that, but yeah, there are potential wicks. So what I like to see, if price comes down to the 50, I'd like to see a large wick first, and then I'd look to enter following that wick, because usually that's a very strong signal on GN for price to take off. In my experiences are on my setups. All right, so let's actually do this full markup. Okay, first time hopping on the call or the stream, I use just basic market structure. That's literally all I do. I look for a strong impulsive move. The impulsive move tells me the direction the market wants to go. After that, I look for a corrective pattern, which is just small consolidating candles moving in the opposite direction of the impulse. If I get that confirmation, I'll look to enter at the bottom of this and then look for a continuation. And the way to look, like how I find where the bottom of this correction is, essentially identify where the buyers are and I try to get on the tail end of that. It's just a different way of wording what I've said in the other calls. But let's go ahead and get into this. So I box price in with trend lines and horizontal lines, and just want to corner the market. So basically only has one of two ways that it could go, and I ultimately just have to make a decision when it reaches certain areas. So here right now, I can see price had a channel, broke out of that channel to the downside, and has potential to continue down. Right now we have this larger time frame or weekly uptrend, and if that trend line does break, I will start looking for sales down to this area here, because we did just hit a major area of resistance. Let's go down to the daily. Here on the daily time frame, it's the same thing as last time we marked this up. We got this uptrend here, Price broke through the uptrend with the daily candle there. Price is currently retesting it. Could reject, could come back up. No one knows. Now the reason that I'm actually interested in a buy and not the sell here is because price is right at this level here. I'm looking for price to actually reject that level and continue back and revisit this area at least one more time before continuing down. That's ideally what I want to see. Obviously it doesn't have to happen, and there's still a strong potential for a price to sell off, but at this moment, like, this correction here doesn't meet my criteria for a selling opportunity, so I'm not interested in that sell, and I prefer the buy in this situation. That's why ultimately on my active chart I don't have that trend line there, basically to get rid of distractions or that lead me astray from my current position. And if certain criteria does come into play, obviously I'm going to close and say, okay, my setup's not there anymore. It's really that simple. And yeah, just gotta wait for the market. But let's continue marking up, and let's find a day trade today. I'll find a day trade today. So we have a downtrend here. Price broke that downtrend, gave us an impulse to move up, going down to the 1 hour time frame. Come on. Could say price broke it down. Nah, I don't really like that break. I like this break most. Like, if I were to nah, I'm not gonna extend it. I'm gonna keep it here. I like this impulse, and I'll consider this impulse to break. I don't like this corrective break, but I like this impulsive break here, and I'd like to see a corrective pattern. If that corrective pattern forms, I'll go ahead and look for another buying opportunity. Let's go down to a lower time frame and talk about that day trade I was looking for, or that we can look at. So next time price turns around, next time we start to see some bearish candles start to close, can connect the two highs with this trend line and then make them parallel and drag it to the bottom here, and then I'll look for the next touch on the bottom of here and look for a buying opportunity. Now the ideal area that I'd like to see this buy opportunity at is about right here. Price can wick down a little bit lower to about that area. That'll be a really probably perfect entry, but let's keep it sweet and simple right now. All right, we still have to wait for those bearish candles. They haven't formed yet, and if it doesn't really make sense, the words that are coming out of my mouth, I'll go ahead and draw it out. This is just what I would like to see, right? Nice buying opportunity there if you're able. I believe I'm looking at about a 30 pip stop loss on this trade. And if we just go for that high, that's close to a 2-to-1. I'm personally targeting the previous swing high up here. So that'll be 8-to-1 for 8-to-1 for me, or 1-to-8. I say 8-to-1, but yeah, no. Yeah, I really like this setup on GN, and if the buying opportunity for the 4-hour setup is gonna play out, this would be a great area to actually add on to that position. All right, let's go to the next one, or I don't think I have this sent out yet. Let me send it out first, then let's go to the next one. Also, if you guys remember, if you guys like these live streams, go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe for more content. I have a yeah, I might as well. I have a video that I'm currently editing. I wanted to send it out over the weekend, but it's not where I want it to be just yet. But it'll definitely be sent out this week. Going over basically journals experience with them. Jeez. My experience with them and the one that I use right now, so you guys can get like a little inside look of it. Trading view. And let me copy the description. Alright, there you guys go. Just posted in the Discord server. If you're not in that and you want to view the screenshot and the description that I just posted in there, make sure you click the link in the description. Alright, let's go back to the chart. Next pair that we're gonna go over, let's look at GU. Yeah. Now on GU, I'm looking for a buy, and price, wow, price is doing exactly what we wanted to do. So been waiting for these equal lows to happen, and ideally, the ideal situation, but obviously couldn't enter because it was Sunday night. The ideal situation, basically what I was waiting for, is these equal hot lows to be created, and then looking for a buying opportunity here. Fortunately, that happened. Yep, happened overnight, so couldn't take that. Now what I'm waiting for, or the second option that I actually sent out last week, was off the 1 hour time frame, looking for this trend line to be broken, and then looking for a corrective pattern and a continuation up. Now if we do get that entry, I will take that initially to this swing high, but ultimately I am looking to take it to this high here, which offers a 17-1 potentially. Obviously I have to manage it the entire way, and the stop loss just has to be in the right position in order to break out of these areas, because price has potential to continue to consolidate here for a little while longer. But if everything does line up, it's a really good opportunity. A really good opportunity. And let's go down to the 1 hour just so you guys can see it a little bit better. I already have the screenshot sent out, so well, without the P&L, but I have the screenshot as far as the break and the correction. And just looking for this impulse to finish up today. Whenever that finishes up, I'll be able to figure out the exact entry area that I want to see, which right now is looking like that. Alright, let's mark this up. And like always, if you have any questions or pairs that you want me to go over, go ahead, comment in the live chat or even in the comment section. Let's go to the monthly. Okay, start on the monthly time frame. I'm going to be boxing price in and continue to corner the market. And we have an uptrend on a lower time frame, it looks like. Right there. Wow, this would, if this plays out, this would be just a gorgeous trade. That's like textbook material. But anyway, we have this impulse here. We have a correction. Impulse tells us the direction the market wants to go. Correction confirms that the market wants to go in that direction. And ultimately looking for price to continue up. It's daily setup. All right. Whoa. Let's go down to a lower time frame. 4-hour. Off the 4-hour, we can pretty much see that there's a descending channel here, which is a reversal pattern. Price broke out of that, gave us in looking for a correction. Hasn't given us a correction yet. In this correction, ideally, I'd love to see it like retest the pattern that just broke out of. Ideally, for another buying opportunity, which should likely be below the. If I took this as a daily setup, it would likely be below my daily entry, so might even give me a better price to enter for this buying opportunity. But at this level, it'll be an 8 to 1, and at this level, it's about a 17 or 18 to 1. And I'll send out this refined. I'll reply to the message that I originally sent this out on, and just to make it more refined. Alright, so that's done. Let's go to the final pair that I'm paying attention to, EURJPY. EURJPY has been treating me really nice this year. Alright, and this is actually the first year I've traded EURJPY. In December, I back tested it all month because I wanted to try it out for this year, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot so far. But here, basically looking for this next leg to come down to this, what appears to be the 50 fib level that I put there. There you go. Appears to be the 50 fib level. Gets down to that level, I'll look for a buying opportunity. Pretty simple. I will say it's more of a low probability setup because we have equal highs off the daily time frame. All right. So like I said, potential room for a double top. Overall, with how I'm viewing the currencies, I still see this continuing up higher and eventually breaking this high. Just got to keep on waiting. Now, I'll probably miss the entry I'll definitely miss the entry if price rejects here at this equal low. But my area that I'm looking for that is right here. So I have to wait until price gets to that area, because with it being a low probability setup, I'm not willing to take the chance of a early entry and then potential higher drawdown and then like entering again. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. Alright, so let's do the full markup on EURJPY. Matter of fact, my fault. If it doesn't make sense, you can ask me and I'll try to clear it up. Okay, so box price in just like we do on everything else, going down to our weekly time frame. Have an uptrend there. This uptrend I would love for the uptrend to look better, but we have an uptrend here. Obviously, if the trend line breaks, going to start looking for sales. Until that happens, going to be looking for buys. We have a supply zone up there. We have a demand zone up here. And I do still see the monthly levels that I drew, but I just know when I go down to a lower time frame, I won't be able to see that anymore. So I might as well, can just take initiative here and mark those areas. And the more that you mark up, you'll be able to see that before you even go down to the next time frame or to the lower time frames. Alright, so price broke above this level. We have a strong impulsive move here. We need to tighten up this trend line because it only has one touch. right there. Okay, cool. We have an impulse here. It's a trickling impulse. It's not as aggressive as like to see our impulses be. Price retraced to the trend line, and price made another impulse and is consolidating right now at the moment. Off the daily, it appears to be an ascending channel. Once we go down to a lower time frame, it's honestly just consolidating up there. Don't see an ascending channel at all right now. So just waiting for the next correction and an opportunity to enter into the market. If that comes, we'll go ahead and take advantage of it. And this is ideally what we want to see. Or ideally what I want to see, at least. Okay, and I'm going to send a screenshot of my active chart because that looks better than this markup I just did. Okay, and sending this out to the Discord server. Again, if you want to follow through all the charts that I just went through, go ahead, click the link in the description to join the Discord server so that you can keep track of it and send your own chart out. Like, if you disagree with me, show me. And we can share ideas, exchange ideas, and help each other get better. Let's go V. And this is my first time sending this out, so I need to give all the details. The entry area that I'm looking at. $129,524. I have more descriptions on the daily plan today. Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I'll say it on the call. Basically, I'm looking for. I'll say a portion of it on the call. Basically, what I'm looking for is price to come down, to give the opportunity for me to enter on Wednesday. Simply because what I've noticed from backtesting and live trading this is that most of the opportunities are either going to come on Monday or Wednesday to actually enter. At least that's been true for me. With swing trading, day trading is different. Day trading's day near every day. Yeah, there's a small selling opportunity within this if you wanna look for that. I'd look for it on the 15-minute has looks good. Yeah, 15 minutes is probably the best bet for the day trade. I won't dig too much into that, simply because I haven't day traded in a while, and I don't want to lead anyone astray. In any ways, you shouldn't really be following my charts as far as like basing your entries off of it. You should be doing your own analysis. I just send this out, number one, to track my journey, number two, share ideas and hopefully help someone that may be struggling if they are struggling. Because ultimately, we're just trying to help each other get better at the end of the day. Now, it looks like nobody sent out any pairs that they want me to go over. So, I'm going to go ahead and look at UJ, and then we'll call it a day. It's still retracing, hasn't broken any lows yet, at least on the daily time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour. Again, this is just a quick overview. It's not a full detailed outlook, so obviously it's just rough. Last time I talked about this, I was looking for a buy up here. Obviously didn't play out. It's just been retracing deeper and deeper. Now with what's just happened here, price has potential to reverse right now. That's what I'll say. I won't go too deep into detail on it. Price has potential to form a double bottom and then push up. Something you want to look for, and obviously if you test this, you would want to enter down here if you have confidence in it. But yeah, right now I wouldn't be looking for a sell. Yeah, I would be looking for at least a short-term buy in this situation, because this is not confirmation for me to continue to sell at the moment. Alright guys, well I appreciate everyone that hopped on the call, everyone that reviewed the call as well. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe and notification bell so you can be notified when I send out that new video that comes out this week, talking about my journal and digging into my journal if you guys want to look at that and get some ideas for yourself. Now, I guess that's in the call. I'll catch you guys later.